thing you're going to want to do is get a measuring tape. And you're going to measure all the way around where the waistband is. Now we're going to double fold our waistband. So this is going to be for my waistband, and the rest of the fabric is going to be for my skirt. So what you're going to do with this is you're going to fold it in half and cut it exactly in half. Right now we're going to work on our waistband and fold it in half and pin along this edge. Now you're going to sew with a zigzag stitch all the way down the waistband. So what I have is a waistband. Mine is 7 inches on both sides, so it's a 14-inch piece, and I folded it in half with the wrong sides together. I pinned it, and now I'm going to sew this bottom part of the waistband using a zigzag stitch from one side to the other. After I've sewed down one edge with the zigzag stitch, I'm going to remove all my pins. And I'm going to set this aside. And I want to grab my first skirt piece. So down the very longest end, the top of the skirt, you want to sew a straight stitch. And we're going to gather this straight stitch up. Then you want to pull on your string to gather the fabric up. So fold your waistband in half. This is half my waistband folded in half. And you want to gather your first skirt piece until the top of it is the length of half this waistband. So now my skirt piece is ruffled at the top and it fits on half of my waistband. And you just want to smooth it out until it's even. Now you want to do the same thing with your other waistband. So you're going to gather it until it fits the length of the other half of your waistband, so it should be about the same size. Alright guys, now we're going to take our 2 skirt pieces and place them right sides together. And you're just going to sew with a zigzag stitch down one side. So now I have one long skirt piece that's gathered and seamed up with a zigzag stitch. Now I'm going to pin this to my waistband. You want to make sure the raw edges, the right sides, are together. So now what you should have is a big piece of fabric. It should be pinned at the top and with the gathers. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew a zigzag stitch across this. Now, after the zigzag stitch, we're going to have to take this gathered stitch out, because as you can tell, it doesn't allow your fabric to stretch at all. So you want to make sure that you sew the zigzag stitch underneath this one and not over these stitches, because we're going to have to take them out. Now you want to trim this inside edge so it's not so bulky. The last thing you want to do is put your skirt right sides together, and then you want to sew all the way down that last open seam inside your skirt.